Hello all. Today I seen some incident near to the school. I would love to express certain things on the schools and whoever is coming to the new business of the schools. At least keep in mind, at least whoever is already in the business. Yes, if they consider these points, this will always be helpful, and it will be let it be when you treat that education as a business. Still, the business has to run successfully for a long term, and the equal value should be delivered whatever the people are paying for the school fees or not, for sure. And when you fix some price and increasing some price, what it has been increased and what the value has been delivered, and is it really needed or not. A lot of parents, they're not like really whether they were affordable to the fees is hike or whatever they bring it up. They're not affordable, still they're stretching their hands and doing it because just for the sake of seeing their kids future in their dreams. They wanted to see that, they wanted to see their kids in a better future than the life what they are living it. In that case, they're sacrificing many things in their own life, for sure. You start increasing in a different way, and is telling that the lot of facilities we are creating it. I'm okay to think you're generating some facilities, and might be you're giving some facilities to meet the standards of something. You might tell international or national, but when the school is located in some location, when the parents are in some state of mind, and when they are in some economic status, they might come up with some kind of issues, for sure. In that case, you have all kind of a possibilities of the tools are available now in the market to take the surveys and to take the opinions, for sure. If you wanted to increase the price, yes, I'm giving these facilities to all of your students, and you will be seeing the great future for your kids. Yes, whatever you're seeing shown as a growth, yes, for sure, it is needed for all. If it is not needed from them, but you're telling that it is a good facilities which you are providing it, that means there is something is not matching, but you're going with some expectations of the market trend, but not meeting the customer's happiness. Nowadays most of the business itself, they're considering, they're coming as a user experience and end user happiness and the customer happiness. Why not you think that if even though you're treating the education as a business, the parents should be the customers for you. If the customers is not happy, the business is no more longer you can run successfully. But let it be, if at all, if you run successfully and so commercially, it's the pain of the people who are daily taking the hard work behind just for the sake of a kid's future. They might be stretching their hand and stopping to do many things. Assume that there is a person having two kids and they have to pay a two term fees, maybe like even a one term fees multiplied by 50K. You can imagine like 1 lakh he has to take out and put there into the pocket. Somebody who is earning around 35K or 30K, but still they wanted to see their kids into a better future. Can you give that reach for them? That means like if your facilities is not reachable to the people whom really need it, then there is no meaning in it. Even though you're making more luxurious facilities which people don't want it, and you're increasing that the standard of that level, and then end of the day people don't want it. They wanted to see the quality life of the person, and they wanted to see a good a way of a living, and life skills should be needed with the people. Even though whatever the study they're doing it, if they don't have the values of a caring people and caring parents, they don't want to look back to their parents. They wanted to go in a selfish mode, and they wanted to live in their own life or a selfish life. There's no meaning in it. Wherever they're going for the highest standard education without having values, the value driven education which you can provide is well and good. But any difference or the decisions, you can try to check the consequences of it. You can throw a communication well in advance to the customers, for sure. Yes, we are doing this change. Is it helpful to all? Is it really worth enough? We are having a lot of tools, for sure. You can get the surveys done, and you'll get the statistics from the people, for sure. How much percent of the people inclined towards the facility, what they are opting for it. You can take this whole essence out of it, and you can align to the people and give the value, and you can meet the education level, for sure. Then people will be happy enough. At the same time, we have to give the communication to prepare the minds of others. Suddenly you're coming and telling we are increasing, government is like this, agreed for so and so. I wanted to increase the price in the school fees and all. There is no sudden difference or a sudden lifestyle difference would not be there for the people. It's already coming back just after the pandemic, and still they're not up to the mark for sure. It's maybe like 20 to 30% they have brought up a level better than before, but still it is not like you suddenly increase the price of a fees. They struggle like anything. But yes, people are really have money. They wanted to take the facilities out of it. Please make a note of what are all the facilities and maybe like educational or learnings, whatever you wanted to give it. Take out the list of it and cascade well in advance. Is it really needed or not? To get the survey out of the total number of the parents, whoever is there linked with that particular school. Yes, cascade this stuff. It is not to showcase in the market saying that we are learning so and so. That can come with the demand, the market demand. You have to align it. Yes, if the market is demanding these skills, yes, you can provide it. Something which is not needed over a period of time, even into the lives of people. People are coming to the gates and maybe like at the level they're coming and asking, please reduce the fees. Means those are the people which they wanted to stay with the school. They believe in that school. But taking a sudden decision saying that if you are not agreed to pay this fees, go and change the school. It is not the decision anymore. If you said that, means it is not the suffering for just for the parents or for the school staff. It is not for that. Even a school staff having the kids for sure, really they will understand for sure. So even a school staff will face the same logic. So it's very common issue to understand when we are changing a kid from one school to another school. There's a lot of concern for the kids as well, just for the simple sake of a personal desire of the parents or for just a commercial reason of the schools. It should not happen, because when a person should have a child life is having good memories with some school, 1 to 6 or 7 years, whatever, 10 years. They might be with the same school and earn a lot of friends. Suddenly they're leaving and going to some other place. Most of the people are not willing to do work from home before pandemic, but now people are asking to come to offices. They are not able to come to office. There is a phase shift, right? The same logic. Even more than 30 40 years of guys who wanted to change the mind immediately, it is not easy. That needs a lot of environment on a regular base. But we are making kids and suffering like anything by all the small reasons, and we are changing the kids just for the sake of the fees to another school. Even though quality of education is there, means you can imagine how the kid is getting suffered there. He has to get used to it and all the facilities, all the things, what the learnings, and he has to know the good friends in that and understand what is happening there. He has to cope up with all these things. We are giving a lot of tension in very early years for the kids. They have to enjoy the education and learn everything nicely and give a good life to them. This is what it is important for them. Increasing price is not simple way of a commercial business reason. No. If you wanted to add value, add quality. Nobody is stopping. But is that quality which the people are expecting as a customers of your business, if really treating that education as a business? Yes, it is important. People economic status always should be balanced with the fees and luxurious status, whatever you are offering in the schools. Yes, it is not required anymore such a level. If the people don't want it, why we need so many facilities in the school? Not required. Assume that you have a 2000 people and the students. That means 2000 parents in the school. Simply you can send it across. These are all the facilities. These are all the quality of standard we are offering. These are all the things which we want it. Yes, you can circulate the survey when you are increasing the price by adding one or two facilities. It's not about the starting, I am telling. Sometimes you are pitching into something new. Take the survey, take the essence out of it, take the feelings of people, whether they really want it or not. How much percentage of people really want their next generation to be there at the good level of understanding and caring others, or really they wanted to grow in a matured minds along with an education. It's not about only learning and marks. Can you add some nice value? Can you create a nice human beings for the future? Create the schools in that way. People are stretching their hand beyond their salaries and beyond the affordability of them, and they're doing it because they believe in that schools are giving the nice education. They wanted to see the kids, at least they wanted to see some nice way of a communication along with attitude as well. high-end communication skills and high-end luxury segment of the schools, and giving all high luxury facilities. End of the day, they don't like the home also. When they come back from the school, they'll believe in at school is better, friends are better, friends, fathers, mothers, all there, maybe like they will compare and check. Even these kind of a things and issues might come. Individual beliefs are not compromised for adjusting to the people they cannot sustain in this world later. That means indirectly, the next generation is suffering because a high-end luxury life they are earning very early stage. Education is meant for we have to bow for the knowledge what they are delivering it to the school. Optimize the facilities, reduce the things what it is not required, increase salaries if you need it for the teachers. I would love to see the teachers should feel happy like all other people are doing the jobs outside. It's fine. Make up a profit margin in the right way. And the more active persons are the teachers in the school. They should be feel happy of taking a good salary because they are also having the kids. This is what it is important. End of the day, yes, maintenance of infrastructure and maintaining the staff and providing the nice salaries also for them. We are not telling that reduce everything and reachable to everyone. I am not talking about only one concern. Is either way the concern, it is not one side. Where the money is being wasted, something which is not needed, if we are providing to the people and saying that asking them to pay, it is worthless. It's not required anymore. Even we go to the petrol bunk, we ask 2 liters of petrol means we'll wait and see exactly the same. Even a 1 milliliter is stopped before, we'll ask why you stopped well in before. The same value. We are literally expecting the same value what we are paying for them. Same thing. Give that value to the complete schools. Get the long-term trust from the students and the parents. They should believe in that. They should not have any issue if I join the school. Aram say comfortably from first standard to 10th. If I join once, I should not look back in between. Can you give a belief for the parents? That would help a lot. Education is like almost, yes, very high end. Without an education, yes, nothing will happen for sure. People should be educated, but at the same time, what it is important for as a human being, please consider that and plan the things which is needed in the school. My video is not to complain anyone. It is just whoever literally starting a small schools or wanted to pay, ask some fees or something, go with nice analogy of the people and get the opinion and apply the things which is needed to them. Yes, there are a lot of risk for sure once you entered into the business, any business. But if you really choose an education as a business, but for sure, all we are bowing for the knowledge and we are praying for the teachers for sure. Whatever we learned and earned, we are using still. We are earning the money based on the knowledge we acquired in the education and we have learned from the teachers for sure. We should respect each and every area. Nowadays, because of simple fees, we are quarreling with the teachers and principals. Everything means it is not a good thing to see. Even though they are teaching well, just for the sake of money, we're going and quarreling and discussing on every aspect. I don't feel this is a meaningful discussion. Just in front of kids, we are going and discussing with them. Yes, it's not fair enough thing. We should think of another side, both sides. Even as a parents, yes, we have to think of like what teachers has to think of it as how much they need the salaries and all, and how they have to take care of their kids. Yes, there is a vice versa principle, but it should be driven through a nice balance. Same logic. How much the value we are delivering, that much it has to be taken. Just if you think that it's a business, how much profit margin you want it, how much you have to manage in each and every corner, what are the kind of issues which you have it. If you really maintain such a level of business, yes, you do this. We can do this. Otherwise, it's not. This is not to comply in any one of the school in any city, but for sure, if we consider the values and the future generation, next generation people, we really wanted a nice leaders and a helping hands and the caring people and looking after somebody like empathetic way to think from others perspective for sure. We have to think the next generation kids way how they are suffering. Are we really giving them a nice life skills and the values which they really want it in the real life? 100 out of 100 people are getting literally for some students, but still they don't know what to do once they reach up to a level, how to control their real emotion and how to control that there is something went wrong, how to handle a failure in their real life. Accepting failure and learning out of the failure is a big skill which it is needed in every stage. Once reaching up to a level of attention, my kid is not getting this level of marks because of even we are paying so and so. There is a comparison always happening because of the cost is very high. They are comparing with the money we are paying so and so. This tension is going back to the kids. This already the tension is already bringing to the schools and having a lot of discussion. But even though it is going as per the norms, as per the profit margin, if they're fixing some fees and all, end of the what is going to be happened is yes, they could, parents are helpless and they are going back and they are thinking every day. Yes, once the term 1 and term 2 and term 3, whatever it is, the split of EMI itself, and they are paying it, they're literally alerting kids by saying the money. We are paying this much money, but you are not reading. The questions directly is irrelevant for the kid actually. If we are thinking from his perspective, you don't know in and out of it. Why my dad is scolding just for the sake of money? He's telling like this. What I have to do? School is asking more money, but I'm reading. He don't know anything. I'm reading what I know it. A 5 or 6 years kid, what he knows it. Just he will read it. Whatever he can do it. The digesting, logical thing and all, the best of his level, he's doing it. But we are giving this tension to the kid. Indirectly, the target is not achieved, means we paid this much amount. This is equated to the marks what he's earned. The ultimate suffering is he's always keep in mind on the marks and preparing for the exams. At 6 or 7 years age, they cannot take a pressure of such a level how we are taking it after 30 or 40. Even we cannot take more than 5 minutes of others tension. Somebody made us angry. 5 to 10 minutes we cannot take the anger or emotion anything. Why we have to give this tension for every day until their education close to 15 years? They have to suffer with all this tension. Apart from that, the fees is one thing, it's directly or indirectly. It is coming on to the heads of the kids. Is more and more suffering for the small kids. Please keep in mind the kids' life, and they were the good leaders. If you want help, yes, what the help which they can do, ask the parents. Yes, if something can be done. We thought of reducing some fees. Can anybody can help? These are all the service we are doing it. Maybe they are giving some seminars. Maybe they can provide some facilities. There is a mutual help can be done. These are all the things which I have. What help all of you parents? Can you do something? For all of yours, I can reduce some fees or whatever it is. There's a mutual understanding. It's like how a family will be running. The same logic, we can do it. Earlier in a government education, and there is no such kind of things. Peacefully going and coming and reading and earn the marks, whatever the best of our knowledge, and learn and everything from the society and picks up learnings from different areas, different environment. Nowadays, people cannot see even just to see 4 or 5 types of trees also. We are seeing in the books, they are reading, nowhere they are seeing the trees. For the kind of a knowledge which we have to give it to them. For the really value driven, please do the value driven. I'm literally asking and requesting each and every people who are running the schools, and please consider a small kids in mind. It is not about the next and it's not about the money of only their next generations. No, always yes, for sure, our next generation, we will feel like we wanted to settle somewhere. It's okay to be there at some level, but at the same time, the next generations are there for everyone. More and more, there are a lot of tensions at the age of 4 to 5 years. They're taking specs and everything. They're literally losing all the health. Before 16 years of age, they're losing all health conditions because of all literally taking a lot of tension, lack of sleep, lack of nice food and nutrition. All this, a healthy and happy living with a nice education and values always drives towards the happiness of each and every one. If we can create an environment in such way, for sure, yes, we can create a different world and different India for our future kids. That would be. Thank you very much. Just I think it might be helpful to, at least if it is reaching to one or two who are at least for the youngest generation who is starting schools. Please keep in mind this and please plan that in a better way than whatever people are suffering in different areas. But it is not to comment or not to complain on anyone. The complaints on either way. I'm not telling the one side. Please deliver the equal value and serve the needy and what it is exactly needed. Thank you very much. See you all.